Good morning.
Diablo 4 has to offer.
The Talisman system is about giving you another way to express a build, giving you more room to specialize, items to hunt for, and more reasons to keep experimenting as you climb into the endgame. You'll see talismans built from a few key parts: your seal, your charms, and
I'm like 2 seconds in my stream and I'm already banning like 7 people.
the combinations you create between them. The intent is simple: make the choices readable and make the results feel immediately different in combat. You'll find both seals and charms naturally as you play, across a range of rarities. Seals are the foundation. They unlock additional charm slots, roll bonus
System Diablo 4 has to offer.
The Talisman system is about giving you another way to express a build, giving you more room to specialize, items to hunt for, and more reasons to keep experimenting as you climb into the endgame. You'll see talismans built from a few key parts: your seal, your charms, and the combinations you create between them. The intent is simple: make the choices readable and make the results feel immediately different in combat. You'll find both seals and charms naturally as you play, across a range of rarities. Seals are the foundation. They unlock additional charm slots, roll bonus affixes, and in some cases they can even change the rules for what charms you're allowed to equip. At the top end, unique and set charms are the most powerful. These are the drops that you'll be chasing deep into the enemy. Unique charms pull signature powers from the unique item.
Watching Diablo 4 stream in the background if anybody's. I doubt anybody's watching, so it doesn't even matter. Watch whatever the fuck I want.
As you know today, so that you can harness that effect without being locked into a specific gear slot. Set charms work a little differently. As you collect and equip more pieces from the same set, you'll unlock increasingly powerful set bonuses. Before Torment, set bonuses are more general, class agnostic, easy to understand, and meant to give you a serious boost while you're leveling. In Torment, sets become class specific, harder to find, and built to deliver a bold fantasy, unlocking new archetypes and defining playstyles.
So they're doing sets on a charm thing? I like that.
The Herodric Cube is a legendary artifact for endgame crafting. Combine rare materials, transmute them into something greater, and unlock powerful bonuses to fine-tune your build. More than a tool, it opens new ways to upgrade gear, experiment with options, and push towards true endgame power. Herodric Cube crafting is deliberate and impactful. You can take an item, add affixes through transmutation, and then upgrade it through the rarity tiers, up to legendary. Want to turn a great drop into a best in slot? Transfiguration is the way to ultimately finish an item, layering on a range of powerful effects with a chance you'll be able to transfigure the same piece multiple times.
So you can slam it.
You'll also choose how you transfigure. Standard transfiguration is chaotic. The potential for reward is high, but there is some risk. There is even a low chance that you'll be able to transfigure the same piece multiple times. Applying an entropic tuning prism makes your crafting outcome more stable. This will reduce the reward ceiling, but it always delivers a clean upgrade. Perfect for items that are already incredible. For amulets, we have something special. The cube has an amulet-only transfiguration that can grant you a bonus legendary power, and you can re-roll it as long as you have a rare material to pay the cost. We love the variety and craziness of adding an extra legendary power onto high-end
Oh, they're
gear,
taking that seasonal
legendaries,
aspect.
uniques,
Okay.
and even mythic items. So we've distilled that fantasy into a dedicated recipe you can use
this.
specifically on your amulet. Sometimes the best way forward is sacrifice. You'll now be able to work out an ancestral meaning to create a unique charm. The latest skill tree updates are here to give you clear, meaningful choices as you build, so that experimenting feels rewarding and the path from idea to fully realized build is easier to plan and more fun to iterate on. Itemization is the other half of the equation. With these system-wide updates, your item choices can meaningfully amplify a build, and they're designed to work in concert with everything else. Changes to legendary aspects, uniques, skill tree options, class mechanics, and more all support one goal, giving you the freedom to play your way. Let's look at a few examples. What is better than kicking your enemies away? How about kicking yourself to your enemies? Kick's Madness variant lets you fly around the battlefield by turning kick into a mobility skill. Barbarians now have a variety of ancient skill variants that summon a temporary ancient to mimic your attack. Leap into combat with 3 ancients, then finish them off with a trio of ruptures. Druids can now choose their skills' shapeshift forms, and each form comes with powerful
That's pretty cool.
bonuses. Human form grants more resources.
Let's do this. I need
Werewolf
AoE.
form grants more offensive power, while Werebear form improves your survivability. Trample's variant leaves sundered rock along your path and a large burst at your target. Trample can now be used as a werewolf.
But this fucking soundtrack is
Rather
gonna be
than charging
banging.
along the ground, you quickly leap to your target. Druids can now unleash the
It's
fury
pretty
of the
good.
wild.
Do I get a pick it?
This unique ring causes your shape-shifting skills to grant berserking and ferocity, bringing these powerful mechanics from the barbarian and spiritborn to the druid. You can take it a step
Pretty
further
good.
by
Let's do
synergizing the
this.
fury of the wilds with
1,
the additional
2,
strikes upgrade for lightning
3.
storm, increasing the number of
I'll get
lightning
rid of the
strikes for
card.
each ferocity you have.
Just get rid of a strike.
Necromancers can now customize and upgrade their minions via the skill tree. Skeleton mages
Oh,
are
thank
now
God.
a core skill, costing essence to
Hell
initiate
yeah.
rogues, but lasting indefinitely. Use the singularity variant to instead focus all of your essence into a single, powerful but short-lived mage. Skeleton warriors are passively raised from nearby corpses, and activating their ability commands them to instantly attack a target. The Book of the Dead now also enhances your minions with the powers of bone, blood, or darkness, allowing them to interact with a wider variety of legendary and
Okay,
unique
I see
effects,
you, Diablo. You're
such
cooking.
as Aspect of the Void. With the Cathan's Righteous Will talisman set bonus, your enemies will cower before you, immediately being feared for a short time when they see you. You also reflect stun and knockback effects at those foolish enough to try to control you. Paladins can unlock ultimate power with the Light's Epiphany talisman set. Using the Arbiter of Light unleashes Heaven's Fury and Fortress and allows you to cast Zenith for a short time. Dance of Knives is now a core skill, costing energy per second to channel. If you aren't a fan of knives and want something with a bit more bang, try the Grenade Jumper variant to throw a constant stream of explosive grenades instead. Rogues also have new ways
That
to
can we
kill
kill one of them?
shadows.
13.
The penetrating shot variant
Yeah, I'm gonna
Shadow
take
Shot
damage.
spawns
Let's
shades
just
in
go ahead and
your
block.
path. Shadow Clone's Sentry Blade places stationary shadow clones to constantly fire upon your enemies. As the masters of fire, cold, and lightning, the
Let's do
sorceress
this. 8, 6.
new skill
Kill
variants.
that.
Charged bolts
Yeah.
burn through, causes the bolts to release globs of fire on impact rather than piercing through enemies. This variant excels in up-close and personal combat against many tightly packed enemies. Familiar is the only skill in the game with 4 variants. The first 3 allow you to choose which element you are familiar
Wait,
with
what
always
happened?
being and gain unique benefits. If you want all 3 elements, the Prismatic Familiar option is for you, causing each of your spellcasts
I thought I
to
killed
trigger
that
an
one.
explosion of the matching element from your familiar.
What's this do? Oh, it's summoning.
Earth converts concussive spell
Oh,
into a skill,
okay.
removing the gorilla-themed crowd control effect, and instead dealing lightning damage and creating storm feathers for each enemy hit. This synergizes extremely well with aspect of falling feathers to absolutely
I don't play
shred.
that boy.
With its new
Boy.
variant, the Protector guards the infected form. The Centipede Spirit assists by poisoning the area around the Protector, weakening enemies, and constantly spewing pestilence.
Want another Grave Blast? I might actually.
The Warlock arrives as a brand new class in Lord of Hatred. This master of the occult binds demons to their will and unleashes devastating hellfire across the battlefield. The Warlock has a dual resource system. Your basic skills, like Doom, generate Wrath. Your core skills, like Hell Fracture,
Yeah, I'll do that.
spend Wrath to unleash a powerful attack. Dominance is much slower to regenerate and is used for your greater demon summoning noise, like Infernal Breath that spews fire at nearby enemies.
Oh, this is not good.
To unleash ultimate destruction, channel the Armageddon ritual variant of Apocalypse,
Should have drew.
calling down a relentless storm of fire and brimstone on the battlefield.
Endgame in Diablo 4 should feel continuous. No stopping, no waiting, no friction between what you want to do and how you want to do it. The fight to defend Sanctuary continues in our new endgame system, War Plans. Choose your favorite activities, chain them together, and then customize the hell out of them. You start at the command table in Tennis, the capital city of Skobos. You pick your activities with almost everything on the menu. As you make progress, your command table levels up, opening up a wider range of options, including higher node rarity,
just maps,
and
but
deeper
different
chains,
way.
with up to 5 activities in a single war plan. War plans also grant
are
the
both
ability
good.
to teleport directly to the next
Death Store's
activity
better.
playlist, and eventually back to Temis to claim your rewards and create a new one. And if you don't have a Nightmare Sigil or a compass, not a problem. War plans can generate one on
18
the
block
fly
third
if you
turn.
don't have your own.
Okay, try to remember that.
War plans is all about giving you more choice.
Let's go ahead and
Want to
draw.
burn through
We'll do
stack
this.
sigils? Do it.
We'll do
Want a
this.
hard focus on
Okay.
one layer
I
boss
don't have a
for your
Doom.
session? Go for it.
I do now.
War plans does more than enhance your endgame, it connects them. Completing war plans will also feed into activity trees. Each activity has its own tree that you can invest in to customize how it plays. You earn 7 points per activity, so this is where you'll have to make real decisions. Let's look at
Oh,
the
okay.
boss tree,
I
because
guess I
it's
don't
a
make any real
great
decisions
example of
before that
years ago.
point of the game.
You can tune your rewards
Stupid.
with nodes like Lair of Runes for more rune drops, Lair of Plenty for an extra horde chest, Golden Horde to convert low-tier items into gold, or Exotic Armory if you're looking to gear an alt.
Mm,
Then
discard,
there's
discard.
cross-pollination, pulling Lair bosses
Let's
into
do
other
this.
activities
Let's
to
get rid
remix
of
your
that.
runes. Grigwar's Gambit
Let's do
can
this.
spawn into Helltide chests.
Do it again. Get rid of
Embers of Anguish
that.
brings Andaria into the pit. Out of the Cold allows the Beast and Ice to join every Nightmare Dungeon boss fight. The Pit Tree gives you a completely different kind of control. You can dial up risk and reward with Choron's Haste, Heart of Stone, the Pit Butcher, or modifiers like Damned Thieves. Or you can pivot the rewards entirely, converting glyph upgrades with nodes like Choron's Soul and Choron's Flesh. This is just the tip of the iceberg. There are 100 different modifiers spread across the activities in the game. With war plans, you get to define your own endgame.
Fishing? Okay.
Fishing is designed as a laid-back collection activity, a chance to slow down and unwind between battles. You'll unlock it early after arriving in Skobos. A short quest line will teach you the basics, and it'll teach you more about the wide variety of fish with different
Cartoon.
rarities and multiple modifiers to chase.
I don't want to use it.
Fishing is more fun with friends.
Nice.
You can trade any fish you find, no
Alright.
matter how weird, bloody, or celestial they might be, to help your fellow wanderers finish their collections. As for where you
Upgraded
can
attacks
fish,
deal 3
almost
additional
anywhere
damage. I
there
think I
are
have
and maybe
no
even a few
upgraded
places
attacks.
that
Okay.
might surprise you. So take a deep breath,
Do I want to
enjoy
stick
the
one of
calm
these?
you've earned, and appreciate a quieter moment in Sanctuary.
I think I do.
But who knows what else lurks beneath the wine dark sea. When Lord of Hatred is released, we'll also be making major updates across both seasonal and eternal realms. Permanent updates across realms will include the major skill tree improvements we've discussed, alongside a level cap increase to 70, extending torment tiers, a loot filter, map overlay, pathfinding, plus a pit overhaul and itemization updates. For players on the seasonal realm, there will be character resets, a refresh to season rank challenges with new rewards, and updates to the tower and leaderboard beta, all falling within the season of Reckoning. This season brings 2 additional.
Wait, when did they say the
ranks
season
with
starts?
different almost include the major skill tree. On the seasonal realm, there will be character resets, a refresh to season rank challenges with new rewards, and updates to the tower and leaderboard beta,
Didn't say.
all falling within the season of Reckoning.
I didn't need a block
This
there.
season brings 2 additional season ranks, unlocking over 100 season rank challenges for those who keep climbing through Sanctuary's trials. Push past your limits, conquer
Let's
fresh
do a double
challenges,
attack there.
claim rewards worthy
Yeah.
of your growing legend.
With this update, we're here to make more affixes matter and make item choices contribute meaningfully to your overall
Don't need
power.
that. Don't need that. Don't
Common,
need. Well,
magic, and
no.
rare items contain meaningful value in endgame because they can serve as crafting bases. You can later add affixes to them and upgrade their rarity using the Halakhic cube. They will continue to drop in torment difficulties, including as ancestral items, and they can also roll with greater affixes. With this update, auto-salvaging of lower rarity items in torment has been disabled. Something we're excited about is damage multipliers on gear. Gone are the days of tossing out items with additive damage. Damage multipliers stack additively with themselves, but are multiplicative, vastly leveling up the item game and depth when it comes to the perfect item. For uniques, we're opening things up by reducing the number of always fixed affixes and rolling more from the available pool, giving you room to chase truly optimized
hold on.
combinations for
So they're just opening up more affixes. Interesting. Okay.
your build. Tempered affixes went through an overhaul. Unique and mythic items can now be tempered.
Let's just block double
200
for it.
legendary aspects have been refreshed with design updates.
Mm.
Gems are getting a major upgrade. Weapon gem effects are significantly stronger, and we're including new gem tiers. We've heard your feedback on stackable orbs, and we've increased the stacking size to 1,000 to help with inventory management.
On the quality of life side, one of the biggest additions is the loot filter. This is a power user feature the community has been asking for.
Are they gonna allow people to like upload their loot filters?
Export and import filters,
Um,
item text, and ground effects, both, or retailer text to make the drops that matter.
7. That'll
instantly
break
stand out.
him. I'm gonna take a lot of
Hunting
damage
for the
here.
perfect 4 out of 4 base, you can call out the
Let's do
affixes you
this.
care about and set a minimum number required.
Let's do that.
So those upgrade-ready items pop while the noise fades away. Loot filters will also support newly introduced systems such as the talisman. The map overlay is here, and it completely changes how combat and moment-to-moment flow feels in Diablo 4. When the overlay is up, the minimap gets out of the way to broaden your view of the game
Thank
space.
God.
And you've got quick controls to tune it on the fly.
This is good, but I don't need
Keybinds
it.
for opacity, keybinds for zoom, and options
What?
to
I'm
adjust
trying to
the
build down.
coloration of the overlay to match your preference.
I like that.
For those looking to continue with the smooth flow, you can enable pathfinding, which draws your route through Sanctuary directly to your destination. You'll no longer need to stare at your minimap to make sure you're headed the right way. The level cap has increased, expanding the ceiling for long-term progression. Torment tiers are being refined as well to support a consistent feel as you progress further. And
I
to
like that.
match,
That's.
the
I mean,
rewards
just going
track
back to
better with the
default.
risk you're taking.
We've made important improvements to layer bosses, focused on clarity, choice, and cleaner loot chasing. Every layer boss now has its own dedicated pool of unique items. Layer bosses now share a single key, and all greater layer bosses share another, reducing friction and inventory space. Bartok and Astaroth are now in the layer boss system, and the Butcher is now a greater layer boss in both seasonal and eternal realms. Lord Zir is now only one click away from the world map. We've made updates to realms to reduce friction and make progression smoother. From The result is a more streamlined system and an indirect buff to farming the specific runes you care about. The rune pool has been updated and we've removed underutilized runes. All remaining runes now fit cleanly into the socketables inventory. Runes have also been heavily integrated into our Herodic Cube crafting system.
Pit improvements are here, along with tuning and quality of life updates to make each run more exciting and more rewarding. Some of the improvements you've seen in the tower are coming to the pit, and we've also removed
Bag of
a few
prep is
legacy
good.
systems along the
This
way.
is good.
The pit has grown, literally. Every run now spans 5 full floors, clearly marked by pit depth, so you always know how deep you've gone and how close you are to the finish. Floor generation has been rebuilt from the ground up.
What's the
with
enemy
smoother
here?
Flow, less frustrating
I'm gonna
dead ends, and a
craft
more
'cause I'm
consistent
greedy.
rhythm that keeps you moving forward. Nearly every environment in the game can now appear in the pit, pulling from both expansions and past seasons. And there are rare floors where you'll stumble onto brand new layout mashups found nowhere else.
100% a cal
To
level.
keep the focus on action, we've also removed death and resurrection penalties along with boss shadow attacks. Spawning in the pit has been tuned to feel fair, deadly, and exciting. Shrines now use a flat spawn chance, giving each run a more consistent baseline, while still allowing for the occasional lucky spike.
Oops.
Almost every variant of
Let's get rid of
every
that.
monster family can now appear,
Let's get rid
including
of that.
very rare and
Oh,
special
shit.
populations. Progress
have
now
to do it,
scales
don't I?
with real danger, meaning tougher enemies push the bar faster.
Let's get rid of this one.
And yes,
Oh, I'm pulling them.
treasure
Cool.
goblins can now invade the pit, alone or with all their friends, with bosses,
One
goblins,
more.
and treasure chests all capable of dropping loot. Pit mastery objectives are now fully
Okay.
formalized, with the
Got a
track
big attack.
clearly showing
Let's
both
go.
party and personal progress. Boss encounters waste no time. Bosses now ambush your party by spawning directly on top of you, and without clearing existing enemies.
That's cool.
On top of that, Pit will now pull from the tower boss roster, injecting even more variety and unpredictability into every run.
See.
Since we introduced the tower and leaderboards, it's been
12.
incredible to listen to your feedback, watch the competition evolve, and keep learning right alongside the community. Now we're bringing a focused set of updates, more reasons to climb, clearer ways to compete, and smoother moment-to-moment play. The Artificer's Stash is a new feature coming to the tower. This provides valuable caches that contain items with guaranteed greater affixes, along with currencies and even lore books. These treasures can only be earned by climbing the tower, and first-time completion of higher tower tiers awards the Artificer's favor. The new build viewer captures a snapshot of every build that ranks on the leaderboard. When you click a top player's leaderboard entry, the viewer displays that saved snapshot, making it easier for everyone to see which builds are performing best in tower competition. New environments, monsters, and bosses are arriving to keep the tower experience fresh. In addition to starting a tower run when you exit the circle, your run will now automatically begin after a brief countdown. And hey, did you mess up the run? Did you just barely make it? Did the Orb Goblin run away? Is that the best you got? The Artificer himself will now offer some commentary. Please try your best. He is watching. Lastly, we're making tower competition timing better and fairer. Based on player
Fairer.
feedback, leaderboards now start on Thursdays after a release or patch. This permits the time needed
Let's do this. I don't want to take
address any
damage.
issues
Of course.
before the community-wide
That sucks.
competitive aspect of the tower
Okay.
begins. That's a quick look at what's ahead with Lord of Hatred and Season of Reckoning. We'll have more details in our blogs, patch
That
notes,
sucks.
and dives.
13,
So if
14.
something's here caught your eye, you'll be able to dig in right away. See you all in Sanctuary. Welcome.
Okay, that is a lot to chew on. As Auden mentioned at the end of that video, we will have our official blog launching after the stream, so you can go and check that out if there's extra details you want to chew on. But additionally, we will have Q&A towards the end of the stream, so if you have any questions that were answered in that overview video, feel free to drop them in chat. We'll grab those and answer those close to the end of the stream. But who better to
Wait.
get into everything with me than a very familiar cast crew? We've got Colin.
Oh, I didn't check that.
Artifact,
That would have been
Welcome,
interesting if
fellas.
I could have imbalanced him.
Great to have you guys here. So I know we did go through, everything coming with Lord of Hatred in that overview. We do also have Season of Reckoning launching at the same time as the expansion. And I know this is going to be a little bit different of a season because it is coming out in tandem with the expansion. What can players kind of expect to see?
Okay, so early is good. The straw.
So kind of as we covered,
That's
there's a
unfortunate.
huge slew of automation updates. Skill trees have been revamped for every single class. There's just a ton there. In addition to that, season rank has actually expanded. There's
go ahead and
over
double plug.
100 different objectives to conquer, and eventually Paladin is going on, as we said. But yeah, this will be kind of a special season to keep focus on the expansion. And the idea is future seasons will return more to the regular stuff that we used to.
And you'll still be able to play the campaign and all that good stuff, both in Seasons and Eternal, whatever tickles your fancy.
And I love to for Season Reckoning because so much of it relies on seasonal rank. There's so much that you get to passively do just as you're playing the game, right? So it's not as though you have to, it silos you to a totally different content piece. You get to chip away on it just as you're playing through the expansion and everything else. So
Yeah, there's also a lot of goodies packed in.
Yeah, a lot of rewards spread throughout.
Gotta love some rewards. But of course, I do really want to know from you guys, with the expansion coming out soon, with so much launching, what are you all most excited for players to get their hands on for the Lord of Hatred expansion?
Yeah, I would say so something that exists in the game. I would say probably the skill trees. I think we talked to death about it, but really it's hard to sort of understate or overstate. I should say how transformative it is to actually play with it. Like, it's actually hard for us to play on live right now just because there's so many more builds. Art mentioned in the video that we touched like over 200 aspects. We've also added just a ridiculous amount of uniques to the game. We've made sure that like literally every skill in the game has a unique that can talk to it and interface with it. That it all works with variants and just with upgrades and station. And I just can't wait to see kind of all the crazy things that the players cook up. And the huge goal was to like blow up the number of plays in the game. If you love build crafting, if you love making your own sort of zero to hero journey with tons of weird odds and ends in your build, this is the expansion for you. I just can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, across the video and even in the blog that's going to recap a lot of what we talk about here, there's only so much we can do to kind of describe how all these changes are going to be. You really are just...
I want another Grave Blast. I don't think I need another one,
because
but
all of us play Diablo so differently. And I think I saw in
it's
chat,
just
as
sacrifice.
that came up, Sky Dragon said, inject that into my veins. So I think that kind of puts it pretty well. So pretty pumped
good.
about those changes.
Okay, we'll do this.
Warplane.
Death Star.
I'm so excited. I've never really had something like this to just so deeply modify all of our endgame activities. It really is, when we say like you get to make your own endgame, we really mean it. We have
We'll see how it goes.
Across all the activities in the game. Some of them actually cross-pollinate, so you can put, make choices in one
Oh shit!
modify
I just
another one,
calculated
so
that
there's
was gonna do
just a
more
bunch
damage.
of variety for players to
That sucks.
chew on, sink their teeth into.
Forgot I had
and
weak.
Can't wait. It's such a different way to think about what you do in your moment to moment in the end game. There hasn't been anything like it since. So
That's awesome. Yeah, I think much like the skill tree, it's fun to tinker and craft all these things, and then it's even more fun to send it out into the wild to see what crazy.
This is very
combinations
good
people
for this
Yeah,
come up
build.
and it's especially in
All
tandem
three of
with
these
all the
cards
skill
are
tree
good.
Stuff we're doing, right? You get to change kind of how you do the end game and also what your end game is. You get to control kind of both halves of this.
Two enlightenments,
That's
pay 125, remove a card. I don't want to do either of
I'm
these.
definitely excited to see what kind of builds people cook up that we've never even thought of, right? So, for me, I mean, definitely excited to see.
Okay, that changes where I'm
people
going.
Try all the new systems, skill tree. There's a talisman. There's a
Transform.
cube. Kind of redone everything, updated everything.
Corrupted,
really
lose
what excites me
50%
most
more
is
HP,
just
lose
kind of
damage. Let's
players
do it with
experiencing all of this together, like holistically in concert for the full, like for a brand new Diablo experience, really.
Yeah, and it's something that we actually do point out in the blog that I think is really exciting too, that we touched on a little bit in the video, is like there is so much that's changed to the game regardless of whether or not you own the expansion. So if you're just coming back to, play Diablo over the weekend and you just want to get it back into it for a little bit, so much of the game does feel different. And if you're playing on Eternal, if you're not playing in the expansion,
do another upgrade.
so much has changed for anyone who plays Diablo. So like you said, all players get to experience it at the same time, so it's a lot of really cool changes.
Yeah, I actually saw a comment, I was watching the Warlock video and they're like, oh, whoever designed and worked on the Warlock and Paladin, the team that did that should do that as the rest of the classes. And it's like, well, you're in luck because absolutely the same team has killed it and updated every single class, so you don't even need the Warlock or Paladin to experience sort of this new, I would say, generation of
class.
That's unreal. That's awesome. Excellent. Okay, so I know we've got some questions that we've gathered in Twitch chat. We're actually going to kick over to Q&A now.
Yeah, I don't want to do that again. I don't need to lose more XP.
So first things first, we've got a question here.
7.
We've seen a lot of reactions and feedback on inventory. Can you guys speak a little bit on some of the things you've seen?
Yeah, so I think some of this has been reaction to some of the reviews and stuff that have been coming out. For what it's worth, anyone who knows Brack, our favorite dancing Fallen, he was kind of available in those things, and so we had a lot of people loading up on stuff. Generally speaking, we've made a lot of changes to the game, which actually I'll let these guys kind of chip in and give some answers to. But starting with, we actually have, if you buy Lord of Hatred, you get a stash cap. So inventory pressure has been something we've been thinking about how to do. That's one way to do it. There's a bunch of other stuff you want to do. So if there's something you want to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say like one of the changes that we made was essentially to reduce and remove incense and elixirs, because we felt like it was one of those like really tough time games that just wasn't super fun in the end game. To compensate, it's something we saw people use these for is the XP boost. We've actually like massively increased the amount of XP you get from monster kills while leveling up, which actually translates much more into the difficulty tiers as well, because a lot of the difficulty tier XP comes from
That's
monster
cool that that
kills.
counts
We've
if it's me getting
massively
doomed.
increased the amount of XP from monster kills. You don't have to go and do
Good to
quests
know.
now to necessarily
Don't want to do
max
that.
them quickly, which is awesome. Art, I know we've also done a ton of stuff on player bosses.
That's good.
I think across
Sacrifice.
all kind of inventory tabs, lower
Alright,
inventory
what are we
pressure is
getting
really,
on
really
the
important.
elite?
So you saw in the video,
Okay.
everything that's stackable stacks to 1,000 now. We've removed runes.
Let's do
in your inventory.
this.
We've consolidated a bunch
Brave
of
Blast.
Brave Blast keys. Something else that we've done with the Roger Key is just give an outflow for a lot of items that you can pick
This.
up that are like,
Do
once you
this,
get
see
to
what we
the end,
get.
oh, it's not really worth my time using
I don't really want to waste that.
Okay, cool. You can take those, you can combine those up into higher rarity tributes, and we've done this across a bunch of things, so it should be generally much easier to keep everything in your bags and not have it overflow into your stash.
Yeah, and to re-clarify, infamous screenshot that we've all been looking at with like several thousand stacks. It's
Dude,
morale.
that's-
And like, PTR boost, you could go do that today and take a screenshot and it looked terrible.
Let's
But
do
let's
this.
put it
This.
Thanks for putting
This.
that.
Actually, no.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
Got a question from Galvin.
I should have brought an attack. I didn't think about that.
My question to the devs, really excited about everything coming with Season of Reckoning
I
and
messed
the
up.
Lord of Hatred expansion. Could you share how the team is
Unfortunate.
approaching the evolution of endgame systems to create a cohesive
I don't wanna
gameplay
waste
loop
that.
that
Just
keeps
take
players
damage.
engaged
Let's
across
go.
both seasonal and the expansion's long-term progression?
27.
I can take a stab and we can probably take a stab.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay,
try and keep
let's
it
do
short.
this.
We probably talk about that one
Do
hour.
this.
I think like really
Death
Lord
Store
of
it.
Hatred is the ultimate, I would say,
Too
build
much.
crafting and power fantasy. It starts with the skill tree. We've updated a ton of the foundations of all
Okay,
the
he's
classes.
juiced
We've
up.
even updated a bunch of key words and mechanics.
Okay.
You'll get to experience that as you play the game. We're very excited about that. So we've updated the foundation. We've reworked a lot of customization and updated it and upgraded it. So like if there's things you like about it today, we've massively improved
26.
it. And then, the power fantasy side, what is a better power fantasy than being able to influence the world around you beyond just your character? And that's what
Should have blocked there instead of
represents.
attacked.
That's what the meta progression tree represents. So, it's really about giving you a lot of control and giving you a lot of things to tinker with. Our hope is that you only see like a fraction of this every season that you play. I would be shocked if you're able to play every single class, every single build,
fine.
every single war plan.
It's actually not fine, but that's fine.
So I'm rambling. I'll toss it over to these guys.
Yeah, I'll throw out there that one of the things that helps
That's
kind of the end
unfortunate.
game feel really good is making sure there isn't a bunch of code. And the game has a couple of years on it right now. Just making sure that you go through and are diligent about like, hey, is that serving a purpose in the game still? Does it need to be there? How important is it really? Because things like elixirs and incense, how important are they really? They're just
might die here if I don't do enough damage soon.
Upkeep and things like that, but also down to the layer bosses. Right?
14.
So do you actually even need that many? Does the game need that many? So anytime you can go through the game and find these cases where it's like actually removing something, streamlining something helps make everything better, right? Uplifts
Still take the
everything else
damage.
because now you don't have to waste your time thinking about these other concepts. So that helps everything be more connected. Right, because they're not having to kind of connect to a dead part of the game that doesn't really matter. Like Elixirs, again, is a really good example of what was it really doing for you other than an XP boost?
Ice cream cone is very good.
Monsters just give you better XP. Now you don't have to do elixirs, right?
Yeah, I like that. It's like eliminating all the chores. And I think, you know, one of the great ways that's baked into war plans too that you mentioned before is how, like, if you don't have a key for a particular activity that you're getting into, it just makes one for you. It's not like, oh, you don't have to go into the world to get a, you know, a layer boss key that you need. The game is just like, no, you got it. You're good.
And then also, if you find a key you do like and you want to run, you can just run that instead.
Take 6 damage at the end of its turn first. 17.
The one thing I'll add,
Do this.
I'll try to keep it brief, is that one of our goals was that we really wanted to
Do this.
broadening and expanding.
Give me another no escape.
And we've done that with the skill tree optimization, with war plan, with cube, and really.
Yeah, let's do that.
Speaking back to Colin's
7.
comment about those
It's fine.
different things,
Oh, that's 6 health damage.
realistically won't be able to see them in one season.
Discard
I think
into your
that,
hand.
helps that
Let's
feel
do
like we have
this.
something fresh
Yes.
season over season.
Give me this, and this.
You'll see some of the season
I messed up.
that players really loved and enjoyed baked into Warcraft. So, you know, this
It's
is
fine.
something as a system
Okay.
we hope to sort of improve and expand over time as we do new seasons. We have this really cool system where we can inject fan favorites back into the game. You know, if we think that it's going to make a better and more fun experience. So we think it's going to give us a lot of tools, and the players a lot of fun things to fuck around.
Neural Surge here.
That is true about all the systems that we've talked about. The cube,
Oh, that's a very
all these
bad.
things are primed for that kind of treatment in the future.
Yeah, that's rad because I feel like every season when it wraps up, we always say like, hey, will this come back? It's like, well, we might find an interesting way to bring it back, and this is a huge way where a lot of those systems are going to be coming back in a really fun and cool way.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Nice. Got a question from Miffy, one of our Diablo partners. John, I know you kind of mentioned this. Will the tower go live at the start of the expansion?
Should be dead next
or
turn.
will the beta go live at a later time?
It is just a little bit later. So we want to, you know, we've heard, hey, if we're going to be launching the competitive aspect, let's just give a little bit of time, just a little bit to make sure things are good and it's a fair competition and things like that. So the details are on the
Alright, so
wall.
he's dead here.
But it's going to be starting kind of not just in this case, but we're seeing this as the standard 2 days after kind of the patch, right? Just to give ourselves some time to even things out, make sure there isn't any weird bug or anything like that, and everyone can kind of jump in a fair way together.
Yeah, it's nice. Eliminate all the bugaboos right off the jump and then get right into it.
I
Love it.
forgot I had ice cream
Question
cone. That's
from
why I was getting
Farina
extra
at
mana.
Diablo. How will war plans function in multiplayer? Will it evolve the war plan for the whole party or just for the party leader?
Yeah, I can take this.
Yeah, go ahead.
So right now the war plans are per player, but what we do is if you and I are playing or if we're playing as a party, everybody gets essentially like a chunk of the reward, baseline reward. So if Zobbin and I are playing and we do a Nightmare Dungeon, Zobbin has a Nightmare Dungeon node, I will get essentially reward cash and reputation or meta progression, we should say, for the Nightmare Dungeon skill tree.
1, 2. So it's going to
it
2
ensures
either
that,
way.
like, when you're playing
Let's
as a
go
party,
right.
it's still efficient,
Okay.
even though the boards aren't always
We'll
synced.
go here first.
Nice. Sweet. Question from
Let's-
Fame, another Diablo
let's do
partner.
this.
Does the fish collection reset every season, or is it an account one and done kind of thing?
So I mean, once you've collected a fish, you've collected a fish. But beyond that, you can fish for as long as you want. You can catch duplicates of stuff. You can,
Okay, good.
It's not a one and done system. Like it's not like a quest, right, or a campaign thing where you just kind of do it once, you're done forever. You can keep catching fish, but
Pastor
the
Elixir
actual
Theory
act
plays
of
free.
marking them collected, you're collecting them once you play.
Nice. Lowe's Burger, another
That's-
Diablo partner. Will the loot filter
I like how they're
hide-
just taking
will the loot
questions
filter
from
highlight
Diablo
the
partners.
collection in the map?
So it's something that we're looking to sort of, it's not, I'll say that right now, it's not going to. We are looking to essentially gather a bunch of feedback on the loot filter. It came in hot. It's one of those things that we know players have been asking for. So like, let's give this to the community. It's very much a tool driven by the community, so we want to hear what
Should kill himself in the first attack, so it's fine.
the loot filter. So please give us that sort of feedback. We know that's something that you know I personally want.
This is
I
good.
think we all want it. So that's just one of those things that we'll file away. Is like we're going to improve the system.
Oh yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
here
also
first.
really
One
good
of
with
those
ice cream
things
cone,
is, like,
actually.
map overlay. So there's a whole new way to kind of look at the world around you now, just because of that. And we really want your feedback on how this is going to be interacting with both world maps, right? Not just the mini map, but also the map overlay. So let us know how you guys like it.
Yeah, please drop us your feedback. And I think across the whole expansion, we are going to be absolutely eagle-eyed on the forums, on socials, just checking everywhere from our partners. We're really, really eager for the feedback, and we're also excited to just get this into everyone's hands.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
All right, Enigma 42K. With itemization and the skill trees being overhauled, how is Master working going to change, and how is it going to affect the way they interact with skills compared to how they work now?
We just updated Masterwork in season 11, so we're not really planning on making any updates soon.
I'm actually gonna leave that.
It still has quality. We'll still be able to get that retransfiguration, but we actually like how the system is working right now. So.
Okay. Oh yeah, nice. All right, our last question. I am the burn. I see the level cap now goes to 70. Does the Paragon cap rise as well?
No, we're keeping it the same. We think that that's something that we think is like a good sort of thing to chase towards the end of the season. We're gonna like super grindy from 20 to 300, which we like because it's kind of like, okay, you've gotten all the major nodes within your Paragon. Now, if you just really want to sort of grind out those stats, you're more than welcome to.
It's unfortunate. I didn't get what I wanted.
Increased the amount of XP multipliers from Torment. So, you know, if previously 300 was like close to within reach, and you're like, yeah, I think I'm good. I'm not going to play for the rest of the season.
This is a power one. This might be worth it. Is it 6 health?
End up reaching that max level.
Nice. I feel like we've all seen the like dreaded calculations.
Just get rid of that.
People go like, you hit 297, you're only halfway there, man. Like, so I'm glad that there's that now, like that XP boost to kind of push you to that extra. And there will be something fun we'll talk about towards the end of the stream, specific to Paragon that players should get excited about. But that wraps up our Q&A. Actually, we're getting close towards the end of the stream. I do want to reiterate for Q&A. There is a ton of information in the blog. You will notice the trio captions are a bit lighter than usual, but that's because to list out all the skill tree changes would have been near impossible. So we've now just made that illustrative in the blog. So thank you. So yeah, I do just really want to make a note that like I thank you guys for being here. I know it's an incredibly busy time. I am actually really excited to say as well that we are sim shipping this blog in all languages too. So that doesn't always happen, but everyone can show that time on that information all at the same time. And I know we do have a few callouts closer to the end of the stream that we're going to get into. We have the Jackson collaboration. We have another collaboration. It's a really important one. I'm kind of blanking on it right now, but I know we're going to kick it over to it soon. I really don't know. Sorry, I don't really have my notes up right now. But one sec, let me just kind of bump this around.
Is that a kill?
Oh.
It is a kill, but...
a very special video that we're going to kick it over to from one of our friends. Enjoy.
Corn family, today is the day. We have something for you. We've heard from you guys for so long, desiring new music. Today's the day. We are so excited and pumped to announce to you our new song in collaboration with the iconic video game Diablo. The song, titled by Jonathan Davis himself, is called Reward the Scars. As huge fans of Diablo, man, this is just a massive honor. And you know, Jonathan is an avid gamer, as most of you know, and his #1 game has been for years. He's the biggest fan of Diablo, so specifically for him, it's a huge thing, and but all of us as well. We also have a video coming out, a killer video, intense video. I mean, you get a trip on this thing. It's coming out April 27th, 10 a.m. Pacific time, and 1 p.m. Eastern.
Control that.
And so look out for that, as well as April 27th, Diablo 4, Lord of Hatred, releasing 4 p.m. Pacific time. You guys, we hope you love this, man. We hope you love this as much as we do. And we're so excited for you to hear it. So, see you there.
That's right. Thank you, Brian. You heard it here first. Lord of Hatred Hatred releases April 27th at 4 p.m. PDT, and Korn has put out their first single in 4 years. Reward the Stars is out today, and that video releases on Monday. We showed it off to the team. Brian wasn't lying, it's pretty badass. You're definitely gonna want to check that out when it releases, but we'd be so pumped to partner with Korn, so that is absolutely fantastic. And we do have our release map that we can show you now to show the entire global release for Lord of Hatred expansion. Istanbul, I hope you got your Turkish copy ready because it's going to be an early morning for you. But there's that release map timing. We're going to be releasing this in the blog and on socials following the stream, so you can check out when Lord of Hatred goes live for you. Additionally, today, pre-download goes live at 4 p.m. PDT on Battle.net, Xbox, and PlayStation. So you can pre-download the 3.0.0 build, so when Lord of Hatred releases, you'll get into the expansion that much faster. And that begins rolling out at 4 p.m. PDT today for pre-download. So go and check that out. I'm also very excited to announce, or not announce, we've already had this promotion live for a little bit, but we've partnered with Trolley Gummies. Again, you can go to your local grocery store and get it.
Alright, well, that was pretty cool. 10 block persist. So I can get one more relic. Let's go here and cook it. Remove 2 cards, buy on both of those. No. What's the boss? That's okay. I'm never getting rid of art. Probably this. Cook again. Yep. Okay. Let's go here. Go here. Oh man, showing through the elite. Full damage. Bye. Let's do that. It's probably better. And damn, I want that, but no. Oh, that's should have taken it. All right, cook. Get rid of something else. Let us get rid of a sew and this block. Actually, keep the block just in case. Alrighty. We'll just dirge here right off the rip. Alright, what does this guy do? Whenever you play an attack or skill, it's exhausted. Okay, well that's exhausted anyways. Let's go ahead and do this. This card is free to play this combat. Let's do another one. Let's do this so I can get some block. This is going to be exhausted too, but that doesn't matter. I don't want to exhaust that. Okay, let's weaken. And then what card do I want to be free? Probably, well, it doesn't matter. We'll hold. Okay. Alright, you cannot draw additional cards. Let's do this. We'll make this free. Do that. I can't draw, but can I pull? Let's find out. This is cleanse. Just get rid of a Grave Blast because I don't need to use that card anymore. I should have saved that for the ice cream. Oh well. Okay. Let's just do this. 10-20, we'll do that and then stop this turn. 33. Let's do this. Okay. 37. Draw an additional card. Let's get rid of that. So he's dead. Oh, he's not. Okay. Alright, you're dead. Easy. That wasn't too bad. Start another one. Let's move up. Okay. What do I want to do? Let's get rid of 2 cards. Where do I want to go? So we have a shop over here. Is that the only one? So there's 2 shops. Let's do this. I'll do a shop late. I should have done block in that so I can get a little bit more damage this turn. Let's just do this. Yeah, because then I would have had more damage. Yeah, that was the play. It's 18. Maybe I get lucky I did. Grave Blast is good. I might go soul build this game. Let's go this one. 8. Let's just do that. It's 11. Let's just do that. 8. Do the soul. Do this, and same thing. 7 should be dead here. I don't want to doom. I may start doing invoke. I don't know. We'll see what I want to do yet. Cards with steady at 99, yes. So we'll do this and this. Okay. All right. Let's do this. 15. I think that's a kill right there. 14 damage. That should be a kill. Let's go ahead and use one of these here. I don't have Doom. Let's go with this. Lethality. I could have done that. I'm gonna hold it for next turn. Another lethality? Yes, please. It's dead, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. I lose if that's the elite with the 4. I don't have any AoE. I'm gonna take a lot of damage. I might just straight up die here. Yeah, that's probably not smart. Let's just go ahead and kill it. Probably should have blocked there instead of taking that. Yeah, I should have. Yep. This is 11 damage. Right. kill that next turn if I get an unleash. Fortunately, it did not. You should be buffing, no? Nope. Let's go do that. Breaking. There it is. I need more draw to do this play style. I don't think I want so, but maybe. No, skip it. If that's that one lead, I'm dead. I don't have a choice. Oh, well, I should have went there actually. Damage. 14. 8. You just still know my goal, that's fine. 9. So about to leave. 16. Damage. Let's go just get double attack on. 22. I think I have to kill him here. This guy's gonna get away with my gold, isn't he? Shit, he is. This might have value. This also has value. This also has value. Let's do Dirge. I'm starting to like that card. It's pretty good. Mirror. I need more draw. What's this do? Shuffle it to no. The only thing I would mirror would be that. But even then, that's not really great. Alright, 12 damage turn 1. We can weaken that. Nine. Damage. Let's do one attack here, and then we'll do this. Damage. I can weaken him. 15. $22. He's dead here. Or not. 612. Yeah, he's dead. Do that, and then we'll have him retain Dirge, so I can get the triple stack, lose HP, obtain a crowd. Let's do that. That's fine. Running low. Probably die regardless. Okay. Let's do this to have him retain Dirge, and then do that. I have to weaken him. Oh no, I don't have to weaken him. Okay. Let's get one attack. No. Let's just do the urge right now. Alright, so I should have a big hit. 13. Alright, so let's do one there, block, do that. Damage. That blocks that. Should be dead this turn. Yep. Nothing here. Oh, this is pretty good. Okay, retain Dirge. Great Warden, and then we'll go ahead and do this actually. What does this do again? Oh boy, that's not good. Yeah. I can only play one skill, so I'm gonna have to do something different here. 816. These are all skills. My entire deck is based off of skills. Damage. Okay, I can't do any of those draws. Seven damage. Oh boy. Five damage. So we'll do attack, 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 and we'll just do this. Okay, I need to be able to kill him here. 7. And we'll just do this. That is an annoying enemy to fight with this build. I like that one actually. Let's go ahead and heal here. fine. This back end sucks though. Can't play that. Alright, let's get rid of this card right now. 7. Okay, that's good. Intangible, so we need to back in, grave, dirge, put that on, do that. So he's gonna hit me with 2 more back ends. Okay, let's get rid of one of these. Damage. Let's do this, that's okay. 10, I should be rolling a Beckon soon. Okay, let's do this. I dirge next turn. If I get a Beckon, I have to Beckon though. Okay, Beckon, dirge. Alright, we're good. Okay, let's draw until we can get this reset. Okay, cleanse another Beckon. We're gonna have a fuck ton of Beckons come, so... let's keep this here. Most likely I'm gonna have 2. Okay, that's not terrible. Let's unleash here. I forgot to be using, I should be using it. Alright, the next like 3 hands are gonna be Beckons. Let's keep the retained ones. Alright. Shit. Unlucky. 7 damage. All right, I need to roll. I need to pull that that 1 card. Intangible. Okay, let's get rid of that back in. No need. It's just a long grindy fight. Can use that for 40 damage. I definitely need a grave picker or whatever the hell that's called. Hmm. Well, this is a really terrible turn one. I'm not. I'm good. How are you? Bye bye.